So guys, welcome to the Ilovesesh podcast. The man himself, Calle Lebraun. How we doing?
I'm good, you know.
Finally here. This one's been pending for quite a little minute-ish.
Wow, yeah, man. I've been watching you on the YouTube and that, doing your thing as well. So yeah, man.
Yeah?
I'm happy to be on here.
Yeah, man. The note is big up Jada. Because, like, obviously I was going to do that, I'd done that Midlands takeover thing. So I was like, oh, right, who else? Well, you know, firstly, you're not Midlands. You're up north.
Yeah. Yeah, because remember at first, when you started shouting me, you thought I was from Mids, innit?
Yeah, I thought Manny was Midlands, man.
You know what? Everyone, like, from down south think I'm from Birmingham or Midlands. Like, anytime I go to a rave down there, everyone's like, oh, you from Brum, aren't you? You got a Brum accent. I'm like, yo, my accent's completely different to Brum.
I thought
obviously, you'll see from the podcast, innit, from the way I talk and the way
how they talk. Yeah,
like X5 or Danny would speak, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I was just like, cool, innit? But yeah, Jada, she's just like, look, man, you need to get Calle on.
Yeah, Jada's
I was like, right. He's like, nah, seriously. She's like, look, like, she even messaged me just now. You get me? Yeah, she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, like, that's proper, you get me? So
proper that, yeah, I love Jada, man. She's my G. I knew her before she started DJing.
Oh, you knew from time ago?
Yeah. Like, she used to follow my music a bit, and obviously used to love my tracks and that. So one day she just said to me, I want to start DJing. I was like, yeah, go for it, innit? You know what I mean? And then next thing, she's blew up in lockdown. Yeah, man, I'm happy for her.
Lockdown's helped a lot of people, man.
Yeah,
crazy, like a lot of
on the DJing thing.
Yeah, a lot of DJs have come through,
going on like the live streams and stuff.
Yeah.
I was doing it for a bit, but then my decks broke.
Yeah.
So my decks broke, and then I just thought, oh, can't do it anymore. But I got some new ones, but obviously I've just not had a chance to go live.
Okay, I hear that.
And that.
So what, Calle? What's that? Your name? What's that? Your DJ name?
That's my DJ name. That.
Oh, okay. I thought, because you know the DJs are changing it up now. They're putting the whole full name out there now. You know what I mean?
No.
We say that's
not going to give the government name.
That kind of party, yeah. No, I heard that. So how long have you been DJing for anyway?
Bro, I've been DJing for a long time. You know, a very long time. So 16 years.
How do you?
31.
Okay.
So obviously I was young when I started DJing, but obviously when I first started, it wasn't house. I used to do bassline, but I actually started with grime because I used to MC as well. So me and my friends, we had a little group, and then we needed a DJ, but nobody had decks, and obviously we didn't have a DJ, so I just got myself some decks, but I didn't get them myself. My dad bought them for me, and then just started from there, really. Started buying vinyls. That's how I learned, yeah.
Oh, so you just jumped on it from there?
Yeah, obviously I weren't getting no bookings or anything,
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But the booking started when I was like 17, so I was DJing in clubs from like 17.
Yeah, that's early.
Yeah, that was in the bassline days though.
Oh, bassline.
So, yeah.
Bassline.
Do you like bassline, yeah?
I don't know.
I was gonna say,
I don't even know. I don't know.
Like down south and stuff, like nobody really rates it.
Bassline don't even get a look in.
That's what I'm saying, but everywhere else in the UK, like
I swear Chef, all them places bangs
Lebraun
it.
love it. Manny, Manchester love it as well. You get me?
What?
Like everywhere else.
So what?
Apart from London, it's mad.
Bassline. I can't even explain what it is.
What?
It's a tempo shot.
Bassline?
Yeah.
It's basically the same as house. It's four
just
to the
fast.
floor. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a lot faster. Yeah. But yeah.
Nothing beats house though.
I agree.
Nothing though. Nothing.
I don't know. You know, bassline's close. For me, personally,
you're a house
it's
DJ,
very
though.
close.
But
I'm a house DJ. I love house, but bassline, that's where my heart is, man. Like, that was the first place I started.
Yeah.
DJing in raves and stuff. You know what I'm
okay. So obviously that's what you grew from, innit?
I love the rave culture, innit? Like,
so what motivated
rave
you?
culture as well. So
what's that? Sorry.
Grime's like
grime. Yeah.
So I just love all of that.
No, grime. I like a bit of grime. I like old school. I like old school garage as well. A big fan of old school garage. I have moments anyway, but house is just, I just stick to house, man. Yeah. I might listen to some other music sometimes when I have a shit day, but
yeah.
I mean,
day to day, usually I'm listening to like rap or
do you know what?
grime and that.
The last 2-3 weeks, I started listening to, but I listen to old school rap though.
Yeah.
What makes sense, like old school. I don't really know what's happening right now.
Like Jay-Z.
Them just talking sense, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. So, who motivated you anyway to DJ? Who's your motivation? Like, what, you just thought, fuck it, we need a DJ, so you're gonna start DJing, or?
Kind of, but as well, around the same time, I used to go to like youth clubs and that, because youth clubs were still active then. and I used to watch the DJ playing, and then I just thought, you know what, I want to have a go in it, and then I'd done it, and then I just picked it up quick. Do you know what I'm saying? And he kept telling me, oh, you're picking it up quick, like a lot quicker than other people. And then I just kind of got confidence from there. And then after that, like a few years later, obviously I started producing like bassline and stuff. And then I had like a mentor from Wolves called DJ Apostle. And then he like basically gave me my first booking. And then just from...
What was your first booking?
When?
Where was it?
Where? It was in Wolves.
How was that feeling? Your first ever booking? Was it a big crowd?
Yeah, there was loads of people there, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was a good feeling, though, because actually before I done my set, the DJ who was playing before me played one of my tracks, and like everyone was just singing the lyrics and that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a great feeling, man. There's no better feeling than that.
Yeah, to lift up the crowd, isn't it? Like, so you're a producer as well, then?
Yeah.
Or you just produce a lot? Or do you do more producing than, say, mixes? But does that make sense? What I'm saying?
I probably got more tracks out than
that's the word
mixes.
Okay, so you got more. So you're more of a track person.
I'd call myself more of a producer than a DJ in the house thing, really. But obviously it goes hand in hand, innit? Like,
is it easy to be a producer though if you could DJ?
Is it easy to be a producer?
I can't. So yeah. I can't put that in any other way. DJs don't make tracks, do they? That's what I'm saying. How? Yeah. So how they just do mixes. So you make tracks. So you're a producer. So that's why you say you're a producer.
I'm a producer DJ, innit? But before I was a DJ, I was a producer. So the reason I think I got to where I am in the house scene through making my tracks, and my tracks doing well in raves and stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
So how is the house scene in Manchester?
It's different to down south. I can tell you that for a fact.
Yeah, it must be.
It's very different. Like,
was it way different though?
Yeah. Like obviously, for the scene that we're in, the sound is just very different to what other house DJs in Manchester play. So it's more like techno, and it's very, very techy and minimal.
What's your take on tech? I mean, because your face is it too soft for you? It's not deep enough for you?
Nah, it's not that. I feel like a lot of the tracks sound the same. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like, what the tracks I make or the scene that we're in, like it's a lot more. It's kind of deep housey. It's techy, but it's deep house in it. That's why I call it like deep tech and that.
So do you get the respect that you deserve up here?
In Manny?
Yeah.
I think I get respect as a musician because I've been doing it for so long. But for the house scene in Manny, probably not. But obviously, I'm still on like big events in Manchester, like Sidewinder and you know other stuff. But the proper housey events, I don't really get.
Is it due to politics? Is it due to maybe?
No, I think it's down to the style of music that I make.
100%.
Yeah, it's not really the politics.
So that's why you need to be versatile and go into the techie, or do you feel like
I don't really want to go into the techie.
But you're a DJ. You play anything.
Yeah, I can play anything.
House-wise, so maybe molding it to that kind of scene. But what are you trying to say? So basically, you're not changing your style just to get bookings.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that because I already.
Is that bad? That's not a bad thing, though. If you change the style a bit.
To switch up? No. I switch up in it. Like I say, I used to make bass line, then I make a bit of house, and I make everything really. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was in the studio the other day, like recording a rap song, so
I
can switch you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You get a look in London though. I think a lot of people give you a look in. Yeah. You got a lot of respect in London, but that's what I like about London,
man. Like I get the most love in London.
They're very open. I think when it comes to listening to house music, they got a good ear for it. A lot of people in London, the listeners. So I think 100%. They just know, like, as soon as they hear sound, they're giving you a look in.
100%. I think that's what it was as well with me, because like my track sounded different to what everyone else was making. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it kind of like, obviously, like you said, people down south are listeners in it, so they heard this sound and they thought, oh yeah, we like this. Do you get what I'm saying? And then I think that's how I ended up like getting so much love and bookings in London. Yeah, I think I have more bookings in London than I do in Manchester. Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's even like when I'm speaking to like them lot in Birmingham, they're all kind of like saying the same thing, and it's like they just get more bookings in London than Birmingham. But obviously they're not from Manny, but like from where they're from, you know what I'm trying to say. But there's a lot of house events in Birmingham as well, though. Silently, from what I've seen. Oh, you don't really venture that side.
Nah, well, Birmingham's another place I don't really get bookings there. For some reason now, like when I check my insights and stuff, like Birmingham's creeping up. To come up. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening, but obviously it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I don't even really know a lot of DJs from Manny. You know, I told you I was struggling. Like,
yeah. Well, you'd struggle to find DJs within our scene, but there's loads
in our scene.
No, there's loads of like Manny house DJs.
Yeah,
100%.
No, I feel like my philosophy is once you get a looking in London, and I feel like you've got a. And anyway, to me, you're a big DJ anyway, so it's like you're just gonna get bigger. You know what I'm trying to say?
I hope so.
Obviously, Siesta is a big event in London. Do you know what I mean? Because you play at Siesta. Audio Hall's a massive event in London. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? They're all big events. Do you know what I mean? They all sell out all the time. Like this. Do you know what I mean? Even it's like then once you go to the door, you can't even get in. So it's like
it's too rammed.
That's cool. Everyone would love to be on the Audio Hall lineup. You know what I'm trying to say? You've been on the Audio Hall lineup. Siesta, I don't know. I swear that's run by the same people anyway. Siesta Audio, I'm sure, innit? So so it's like that's massive. You know what I mean? What's your? Are you planning to play abroad? Is that your next move?
That was one of my main goals for 2020. And 2020 was just cancelled, wasn't it?
Cancelled.
Everything was just cancelled that year. But yeah, I did want to play abroad. Like that's something that I've been trying to make happen for like the past 3 years. But obviously I did end up getting a booking abroad as well.
Oh, so you got the okay.
Yeah, because you know Shannon. Yeah, Shannon Amara obviously interviewed him.
Yeah.
So he had something that was, I think it was in Malta.
Insomniac, no, that wasn't his one, was it? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right? Insomniac. Yeah, in Malta. So obviously he shouted me for that. He said, yeah, booking abroad, where I'm like, yeah, 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? Get me out there. 100. Get me out there in the sun. Do you know what I mean? He's like, yeah, so you could just come down for the day where we obviously sort the flights out. And then come back the next day. I'm like, nah, mate, I'm coming out there for a week.
What are you talking about, bro?
I'm coming out there for a week, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So I was looking forward to that, and then obviously 2020 was just cancelled, so...
Yeah, it's just, I think Corona's done a weird one to a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's made, well, in the scene, I think a lot of people come out on top, because I feel like a lot of more established DJs couldn't do nothing because of what they're tied to, if that makes any sense. So I feel like the ones who ain't really tied to nothing really have just ran with it. And that's why I think a lot of DJs are getting more notice now, because they ain't got tied to nothing. So they could do anything illegal. I said it. Or anything what you can't be doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why, and I'm happy for every single one of them.
I'm happy for all of them that are coming through now. You get me? It's like I was saying before about Jada. Like when I seen watching her progression in a year, for me, I was just like, yo, that is sick. You know what I'm saying?
And it's just a year.
Gotta give props. Pretty much, yeah. I think she started DJing in lockdown, and then just blew up like that. But I'm sure quite a few people done that as well.
So you're looking forward to Sidewinder?
100%.
That's gonna be a big one
for that. Yeah, if it still goes ahead, you know what I mean. Might keep delaying the flipping.
You think they're gonna push it back again?
Nah. I don't think they will. But to me, it seemed like they didn't want to push it back this time, because they were like, we need to learn to live with the virus. So why did they not just?
How are we gonna live with it? It's a lot of people lost their jobs, mate. Especially in the music industry. Bar work, all them people, they've all lost it. Clubs, all
it's bad for people who are just DJs, isn't it? Like if that's your main source of income, and then you just can't DJ, the whole industry just shut down.
And that's what I'm saying,
bad, man. And people have to adapt in it. But for me, what happened is that I just started focusing, because I just love music, and I need to make music, whether it's DJing, making a beat, writing a lyric. You know what I'm saying? I just love music. So when the DJing was took away, I had to put my attention to something else. So then I just decided to put out my album, innit?
Yeah.
And I put out the album on this 6th of March.
So did you get good feedback on your album?
Yeah, it's been alright, man. It's been alright. Obviously everyone was shocked at the amount of tracks that just come out of nowhere, do you know what I mean? Because I've been releasing...
You've been releasing bare the last year, innit?
Past few years, yeah.
But even the last year,
on Audio Whore.
Oh yeah. Audio Rehab. Has you got anything on Audio Rehab?
Oh yeah, Audio Rehab. That was in 2020. So
Yeah,
Audio Rehab 2020. I had one with Audio Whore in 2020, and I think and Body Fluorescence come out.
I was just that today. Madness.
Yeah,
Mad.
Yeah. You know what? All them tracks there. I've not really had the chance to play them out in the club.
Yeah, mad. That one there, mad.
Nah, appreciate that.
Give you props to that one. Yeah. Yeah, the Isolate Volume 5, mad.
Yeah. Oh, the mix. Yeah. That was the last. Oh wait, is that the that's the 100% Brown House one, isn't it? Yeah. That's every track on that's produced by me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. That's when I thought, because I feel about the long journey. I thought, you know what? Let me just keep running through everything. I thought, I kept putting that. Then the missus was like, no, pull that. I was like, well, that one, yeah. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool. You know, sometimes you need that little confirmation from someone. Like, yeah, that's the one. But non-stop bangers.
Yeah, man.
Non-stop
I
bangers.
love doing mixes where it's just my own music.
That's non-stop bangers. So what about the Marcus Nasty show? I see you doing that. What's that? Did you do a mix for him?
Yeah, on Rinse FM.
How was that?
He asked me for, he asked me for a 100% Brown House mix again, like just 100% my own productions. I think he was doing like a little show where he'd get producers to do a mix of just their own production. So he just shouted me and asked me to jump on it.
Marcus Nasty, he's a big man, you know, Marcus. You know?
Legend, bro.
Living legend.
Like I was saying, like obviously my roots is grime, do you know what I mean? So when I've got Marcus Nasty shouting me for my beats to go on his radio show, bro, I was like, 100%, you get me?
But that's what I'm saying. That's how you know you're doing something good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know if you're the London Connect for the underground house, the deep house. Do you think, does that make sense though? You're like the connects like from here to Manny for the underground house.
Yeah, 100%.
All day.
I must be.
Yeah, because everyone just comes to you, bro.
Not really, no one else is really doing it in Manny for the scene. Like,
I've done
like I am.
Intense search, and I couldn't.
Yeah, there's not many. I want there to be more.
Do you?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the king of it though. You don't want to be that. I'm that Manchester.
I'm not
guy.
Really, I'm not really bothered about being
respectfully
the king,
though. Not like that. Not in the ego.
Obviously, I want to be respected to say like, yeah, he does his thing. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't need to be at the top. You get me? I'm always like, I want more people to come through, and I want people to get big as well. So I want someone else in Manny to be able to do events with and stuff in Manny. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's hard for me to do an event in Manny, because then what I've got to do is start getting DJs from London or this place or that place to come down. Like, I done an event for my birthday in 2020 just before lockdown. It's crazy. It's like the day before lockdown. I just managed to squeeze it in.
How was that? Madness.
Oh, it was sick. I got Majesty down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my event's called Resonate.
Okay, yeah.
For everyone out there, watch out for the brands, yeah. So I think it was it's a week after my birthday, so it was like the 12th of March or something. It was 13th of March because it was Friday the 13th. So everyone was like, don't do it on Friday the 13th. Do it on Saturday. I was like, nah, I'm sticking to Friday the 13th. Got a good feeling about it. Everyone's like, it's bad luck on Friday the 13th. Like, I'm not listening to you. Do you know what I'm saying? And then ended up doing the event. It was decent. And then the very next day, Lockdown. Well, it wasn't official lockdown.
Just in the air.
But it was like Boris said, all clubs have to shut today. Do you know what I'm saying?
Boris is cheeky. He said all clubs need to shut and all DJs need to get a new job. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's a liberty, man. But so what about the podcast? I see you was on a podcast. Is that yours or is that somebody else's that he's just guesting on?
Yeah, so the Resonate podcast. So I'm just trying to branch out and do other things in it. Like I said, I need to I need to just keep doing things in it. I need to keep it moving all the time. So I started a podcast up. Done one episode. Obviously, it's kind of like a pilot.
Yeah, but it's still proper though.
Yeah. So obviously, I don't want to be like the forefront of it. So obviously, I've got Dan. He's going to be the host. But yeah, I need to do more episodes on that still. Yeah,
that's podcasts are time consuming. It's mad.
They are. I didn't know how much work it was. You know what I'm saying? That's why I haven't really got time to do it like that, because obviously I do other stuff as well. So
yeah, that's
why I'd rather just let Dan run with it. Do you know what I mean?
So who do you look up to? Who's your favorite DJ? Is that a tricky question to ask?
Kind of, yeah, man. Because there's so many, isn't there?
You must have a top 5.
I don't have a top 5. I can't give
you a top 5. That'd be rude, innit? That'd be rude to everyone else, innit? Not rude, but
I get what you're saying when you say it would be rude to other people, but it's just it's your preference, innit? But I can't say I have a top 5. I've never really thought of it. So when you say like top 5 DJs of all time in everything, or just in the scene?
Just in everything. Even I'll say everything. It doesn't make it easier for you, but you wouldn't. That don't really make sense though, innit? It has to be like in the house scene, really, innit? Like if you ask me, I would just say like, for example, like EZ's in my top.
Yeah, EZ's number 1 if you're talking about everything.
EZ's in my top like 10. Pioneer's in my top 10.
Yeah, you'd have to make it up there, definitely.
Yeah, but I just say I'm gonna miss out bare people now. I don't want to be political. You know what I mean? I'm gonna miss out bare, but I've only mentioned them two.
Preference, man, innit? Like, it's what you. If that's your opinion, then.
So what? You're gonna have more events. So when the lockdown's shut, you're gonna start events again. Is that the plan?
Yeah, 100%.
1,000%.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to do. Like, that's what I was focusing on in 2020, and then obviously that opportunity was taken away.
So like the venue, everything will always still be there for when everything opens up. It must be open back up now though for no social distance event, no? Have you checked? Yeah, your venue, like when you had your birthday, or was it?
I think it is, but that doesn't. That like events like that are not really happening in Manchester. So yeah, not like no house events or anything.
So what's that BBC thing about? He's on the BBC Music.
Oh, they introducing?
Yeah. What was that about? What was behind that?
So basically, after I brought out my album, there's a DJ on BBC introducing that wanted to, get my album out there because we were saying there's not many, like, black artists who have brought out a house album, and he said he wanted me to speak on stuff like that, like topics like that. So I went on there, done that, and then I had a few tracks featured on the introducing shows, like leading up to that interview. And then I just done a video for them the other day as well, like breaking down one of the tracks that I made. But yeah.
So how's like your mental health and everything during Corona music? Is everything fine? Are you stable? Are you like, has it affected you music wise? Has it made you even a better producer? Has it made you realise that you appreciate music even more? Like, what's your take on all that?
Appreciate music a lot more since Corona. Like with the mental health during lockdown, like it's been up and down. Do you know what I mean? Like 100%. It has been pretty hard. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm one of them. Like I just loved having that release of being able to DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like and going to raves, even just being at a rave. Like I love raving. I was a raver before I was DJing. Do you know what I'm saying? So having all that taken away and then having to stay in and then like working from home every day as well, it just got a bit on top. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But having something to focus on has obviously helped me out.
So you've been to no social distance events or nothing? You've been to any?
Not really. I've been out, like, obviously since it like eased down a bit, I went for like food in a few places and that. But
yeah. Everything seems kind of open in Manny. When I was in Manny earlier, I'd see the whole world out. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone's just
it's not too bad now. It's not too bad now, but yeah, I remember when it was a ghost town. But I remember when it was a ghost town here, and I remember looking at people's Snapchats in London, and it was going off, mate.
Listen, London don't play
raves
games.
And that,
they
like,
don't play
the
games.
Tunnels and all this. I'm like, yo,
games.
get me to London.
I saw one rave on like a stairwell on stairs. I swear, it was just like someone sat with decks on the stairs. Yeah, and literally it was just a rave going all the way down the stairs. I thought, yeah, and that's one thing I love about London, man. They take music serious.
Yeah, they do, man.
They take it very, very serious because they're even doing a music march. I don't know if you've seen it on.
I think I've seen a few DJs.
There's two going on.
Like it's going to be a gathering of DJ together. And they're gonna put on
march through for the house scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That would be proper.
And that's
only in London that would happen. That wouldn't happen in Manny, you know.
Or say, would they shut that down or?
Nah, it's just there's not enough. People just wouldn't do it. I don't know. I feel like that's just a London thing.
Is there a divide though? Is there like a divide in Manny then, or is it because you know like London is everything segregated. There's like the tribal house scene, as you already know. There's a tech house scene, then there's a deep house scene, then there's a lot of piano scene that's coming through now. So there's a lot of segregation. I'm guessing it's not like that in Manny because there's not really a lot of like deep house DJs, as you said. I don't know if there's any politics up here. But obviously, there's politics everywhere.
Yeah, there's politics everywhere.
But London's very segregated. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to be on top, which I'm not mad at them for that. I understand. Everyone wants to be the best.
It's not really that segregated in Manny. Like I said, there's not really a lot of people that do what I do here. And then you've got the techie minimal, crowd. And then obviously I think there's probably segregation within that.
Like because there's so many of that.
Obviously I don't know about all that. I'm not part of it, innit? So I just do my thing, really.
Yeah, that's the best thing. So let's go to the rapping side now.
Oh. I thought this was a house podcast, bro.
No, but look, that's a
promo, though.
Yeah, everything. Look, man, we're pushing everything you do, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Obviously, everything you do, innit? It's music, though, innit? Obviously, nothing can't beat house. But, like, promo's promo, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? You let everyone know where you can find it, and you know what I'm trying to say? Everyone knows where to find your music, because even I was going through your cloud and everything, you get like 40, 50,000 plays. Like, you've got a lot of...
Yeah.
A lot.
I've got quite a lot on there.
A lot. Like
I hit 1 million plays, I think in 2021, early 2021, I think.
That's a lot. Wait, where's the tick, man? There's a blue tick.
The blue tick, what, on my Insta? Well, I'm asking Insta myself, like, where's my blue tick?
Insta political, man. Cause I see some geezer the other day with like 1,000 views and 1,000 followers.
1,000 followers and they got a tick.
It's got a tick.
I've seen it all, bro. I've seen all that.
I swear,
I've seen people that don't even deserve ticks and they got ticks. I'm like, what the hell?
The guys have got like 2 tunes out. I swear, I've done a mad research. I went through his whole YouTube.
Nah, but apparently with that, you don't have to.
You just apply it.
Yeah, apparently if you've got a business and then you say, "Oh, I'm the owner of this business," and you can clarify it, then and you can verify it, then apparently you can get a blue tick. I think that's how people are getting around it,
I don't even want that blue tick. I'm
not asked about the blue tick. Do you know what I'm saying?
If that comes, I want to graph for it. Like, I want them to contact me, say, "Oh, I see your movement, blah blah blah."
The blue tick now.
Do you know what I mean?
With 1,000 followers.
I saw it the other day. I was like, "Nah,
that's mad.
That's a liberty.
That's crazy."
But so what's been cancelled so far then? What you're supposed to be playing on?
What, since this recent
delay? This recent 2-week pushback.
Well, I had a brunch thing called Ilovesesh. I can't even pronounce the name. You know, these mad events nowadays, bro.
I don't know what they're thinking these promoters.
Now, you know what? The event looks very like suave. It looks nice and slick though still, and it's got a slick name, but I just can't pronounce it.
Can they push it back?
That apparently it was meant to like go ahead because it's a sit down brunch. It's a daytime thing. I was actually meant to be playing like Afro House. I'm a piano there. Yeah. Because I love soulful house, I love it.
That's that deep sound. That's the deep. Yeah.
Love that. But I just got the bad news about that. That's getting pushed back to 24th of July. And
that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah, most of them are just getting pushed back to the next month, innit? Yeah. I had I think, what's it called? Endorphin event. That was in London. That was a day party as well, Jay Bisden.
Oh, yeah, Jay Bisden. He was at Bezos on the lineup. A couple of them on the lineup,
people, Nocturnal, Joe, I think Leon Dale, Shannon Amara. Yeah. My guy.
Big him up.
Who else was on it? There's just bad.
Yeah, Jada's on it. Jada on that one.
Jada's on it as well, man. Yo, we was gassed.
Yeah.
Yo, if I could show you the DMs, when I realised that, because, what was it now? I think she done a post or something, and then obviously I was like bigging her up, like, yo, obviously, I'm proud of you, innit? Like, you're doing well. Yeah, I seen that she got an audio, so I was like, yeah, proud of you.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing your thing. And she's like, oh, I can't wait to be on the lineup with you. I said, yeah, 100% back to back. And the next thing, bam, we're on the same lineup, you get me? So it was gassed off that. But, yeah, man. What else was cancelled? I had like 5 bookings that weekend.
Oh, yeah, what, on that weekend?
Bro. That weekend, as soon as it opened up,
that's what I'm saying.
The 25th, that was just my boy's birthday though, so he got a bar and I was going to run tunes for him, you know what I'm saying? 25th, and then the 26th was the day party for Ilovesesh, and then I had Sheffield that same night.
Oh yeah, what, house event in Sheffield?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what? Huddersfield as well.
What, house?
Huddersfield love house.
Is it?
But let me tell you about Huddersfield, like, Huddersfield I get the most love. Apart from London, I get the most love in Huddersfield.
What's in Huddersfield,
the scene in Huddersfield is crazy. Like, when I first went to London and I seen the energy of the ravers, I was like, yo, these are, like, they just get it in, do you know what I'm saying? But then I went to Hoods and it's like the same energy. Yeah. It's mad, I love Huddersfield. I love it. I'm always there.
Heard nothing about Huddersfield. What's I'm saying that, but now
you know what? There's a lot of DJs in Huddersfield as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna
like for the scene. Like there's There's a few man like DJ Saf, Silla.
Okay.
You would like.
I think I'm gonna venture over that side. I'm gonna venture.
Definitely,
that's
man.
the next spot now.
Definitely, I'll put you
So
into a few of them.
I think I want to kind of, obviously I know London, but I want to come up to everyone else now. I want to try and link it everything else somehow.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a good job at it. Already, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come down to Manchester today, bro.
All day,
I
bro.
appreciate that.
Yeah, all day.
To get me on here. So obviously you done your thing in Brum as well.
Yeah.
So I see you are linking it up. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it needs to happen because there's a few people on your show as well that I'd probably never heard of before.
Yeah.
So
there's a couple. Yeah, kind of like the ones I've had so far. If they're not established, they're kind of who's popping at the minute in London.
Yeah.
Like the Showtime popping at the moment. J-Bo popping at the moment. Do you know what I mean?
Yo, who was I watching now? That Caden Dennis.
Yeah, Caden Dennis.
Yo, is he 14?
14. Still in school.
Yeah, he's done his fit. He's
still
doing
in
his
school.
thing.
Have you seen his lineup? Have you seen all the lineups he's on?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I kept seeing his name. I was like, oh,
Caden
is
Dennis?
this new guy
14.
coming through? And then I seen him on your show. I was like, okay. And then I thought, 14.
14, bro. I thought it was
he's doing
older.
his thing. He's doing his thing.
It's
man.
like, this was for up and coming established ones, but I need to get established people who's been through it, who's going through it, who to come and drop the gems for the people who want to be in your footsteps. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So that's the message man's really trying to push out to everybody else as well. But like, I like interviewing people and learning stuff from them. You know what I'm trying to say, because I don't really know about the scene up here. So obviously now I know what's going on and what's what, and you know what I'm trying to say. Because like I said, I was struggling to find what's what and who's who. You know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, I might venture over to the tech side, but
you got the same face as me.
Like,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. So
like, I do like a bit of tech, but to me, like listening to it all night, it's just like.
No, I ain't gonna lie though. That's what I'm saying. I even say
but the thing is, I like tech, but there's some tech where it's like it's too techy and everything just sounds the same.
I ain't gonna lie, because I'll be lying, because you'll be able to see on my other episodes. I go to tech raves. Like you see like the deep underground house. I started off on that. Remember, as I'm getting older, it's like my levels have changed. The kind of music I listen to. That deep house, and that's always gonna be the core. But now all the raves I've booked are tech house raves. I know it's so political, and it's weird because all the DJs I interview are like deep house DJs, and I'm trying to say, but. I think that's how I've got older.
Everyone's making that transition.
Yeah,
everyone is slowly making that transition.
I think at the minute I'm over that side.
Yeah.
But there's more to it. But I'm over that side, and I'm alright over that at the minute. But it's no disrespect. At the end of the day, I don't know if you know about Fire and all them places, and I'm trying to say Fox and all that. That's where that near enough originated. You get me? That's where that deep house sound always coming from. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, man, it's like I just can't wait for everything to open properly and fully, and there's just no funny stuff.
I can't wait to come back to London, man. I was looking forward to the 26th, no, the 27th at Endorphins, bro.
Yeah, that's a joke thing. What's that? 2 weeks? What's the date today? What's that? Next week?
It would have been next week, bro.
Next week?
Yeah, man. 10 days.
But yeah, that would have went off as well, you know.
Bro, that was gonna be sick, man. And I had bare tracks for it as well. Like I've got so many tracks that I've never played out before. Like I brought out an album of tracks, like 16 tracks, and I've not played them in a rave. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing them on live streams and that. Like, I want to see the damage that will do. I want to see that damage getting done.
Is that always like your aim? When you make a track, you're gonna be like, alright, cool.
Yeah, bro. When I'm making tracks, mate, in my head, I'm visioning people going in on the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? Like. I make tracks for the raves, innit? Like,
do you send tracks out? Do you send tracks out to people before like you put it out? Do you have a set of people who you send it to?
There's certain people that I will always send tracks to, because they always show love and not always supporting. You know what I'm saying? What I don't like is when like people that are not always supporting and then they just like
ask for the track.
Tracks, like, but then they don't even ask politely as well. Like, yo, can I get that track? Send this track.
Yeah, but you're a producer though.
Yeah.
That's your job. That's your job.
Yeah, to make the music. Yeah.
So obviously
to put it out.
Yeah. So obviously, when they're asking for the track, it's nothing per se. Just send the track.
I like sending my tracks out, but it's just I like giving people priority over the track. Like if someone is always playing my tracks, then obviously I'm gonna send it them first. So
don't you sell tracks?
Asking for my track.
Don't they sell tracks? Don't you sell tracks? Don't you
sell
it?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So obviously I'll send out the tracks first to them, and then like get it popping on the underground scene first, and then release the track, and then obviously people can then buy it after that.
Oh, and they could do it from there. So you put
sometimes I do that, and then sometimes I might just keep the track completely low, not let anyone hear it, and then just release it, like do a big promo for it and release it.
So do you have unlimited music? Could you say that?
I could probably play like 3 or 4 hours of my own tracks.
Was that a long time?
That's a pretty long time, yeah. Pretty long time. That's like half a rave, innit?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. That's what I was just thinking in my head. I thought every DJ just has... I thought you just have millions, thousands just sitting there and just piling up-ish kind of thing and that.
Like over my whole like music career, I probably got loads, like thousands of minutes of music, you know what I mean? But house, I've probably got like 3-4 hours, man.
So can you mix anything else? You mix Bashment?
I love Bashment.
Oh, you mix Bashment. I heard Bashment's hard to mix, you know.
Obviously, I can DJ in it. I can mix anything. I can mix anything. All you need to do is match the tempo. And these days, it's not hard to DJ at all.
I heard there's a button you could press.
A sync button, man.
I heard that button's
it's
dangerous.
saving people's lives out here.
So what? So let me just break this down to you. So look, that track's playing. This track, I don't even know how it works. I think this track's playing, yeah? So what's in your headphones? I ever see people doing this and that. What's in this? Is it the main track or that track?
It's the one that you're gonna mix in. So the one that's coming out the speakers, like if you're in a rave, the one that everyone can hear. Oh, that's not the one that's in the headphones.
Oh, so this is.
That's how I DJ anyway, because when you DJ, you can have both of them in your headphones, but I don't.
Oh, can you?
That. Yeah.
That's a bit.
I just put it to the one that I'm mixing in, and then you've got like the booth monitor to hear what everyone else can hear.
Oh, so that's the one that's coming in. So, so what are you? So this one here, am I trying to slow it down for this one to blend it into that one? No, do you know what I'm saying?
The one that's playing.
So, yeah, so the one that was playing, because there's two
you don't need to do that
it?
nowadays because you got the sync button in it. So you just press play and it's in sync. You don't need to.
Oh, what it just does. It just catches everything. That is.
Now sometimes it's off, yeah. So you need to like give it a little nudge.
Oh, the little.
Yeah, but not like back in the day, not like with a vinyl. Sometimes you have to like proper slow it down.
The vinyls, you can't. Vinyl, I don't know how they mix that vinyl because that looks like a task.
Well, that's how I initially learned. I don't think I could probably.
So you okay? Cool.
I don't think I could do it now.
Why?
It would take me like a day to get used to it again, innit?
Oh, so you started vinyl? It's
just so much easier now.
Oh, you must have started off vinyl.
Yeah,
so you started off vinyl
like when I was.
So do you
14,
think
15?
this? I asked even a couple other people. So do you think if you haven't started off on vinyl, would you say? Would you call yourself that kind of DJ?
I know what's coming.
Do you know what it is? Because I've been seeing it. It's been a bit of politics saying, if you ain't had vinyl, as trained off vinyl, learned off vinyl, you can't be a DJ. Do you think that's
I don't agree with that at all.
Oh, fully don't agree?
But
I understand though. I understand.
I understand.
But you weren't born then, for example.
Yeah, you're just not from that era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that were born then but didn't want to DJ, but then when they want to DJ, now there's new technology. Like I wish I was one of these new ones who didn't have to learn on flipping vinyl, bro. Because it's so much easier. It's just so much easier to do it now than back in the day. So obviously, like you can, I can mix on a turntable, but I don't need to because they're not in the raves anyway. So it means nothing now. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got to move with the times.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of controllers. I wonder how them controller companies, they must have made a lot of money the last 2 years. Because I've been seeing controllers.
The controller boom.
Listen, you can buy a controller like this size.
DJ now.
There's a controller like this size. I swear I see a controller
I've seen one like the size of a phone, man.
Like, someone was even doing it off their phone.
Yeah. There's an app, a tractor app.
And you
I used to have it.
Oh, and what? You could DJ on your phone?
I used to like mix tracks in together. But that was before I was.
Like just before.
Yeah, that was before I was doing house, like DJing.
But every DJ needs a controller, innit? Or do you think every DJ has to have a controller just there on the side, or it's just
because when I first started getting bookings, like 2015, I didn't have no decks.
Was there even a controller then?
I had my turntables, but obviously I couldn't play the tracks that I got on my turntables, so I just had a USB. Matter of fact, my first booking, you know what? I turned up with CDs.
Raw.
Yeah, I burned them all onto CDs and I've turned up to the club. This is 2015, so you got to. I was out the DJ game for like a good few years, but when I was it was like 2009. So 6 years I was not DJing for. So then when I got my booking in like 2014, 15, I've burnt CDs. Got to the rave. Everyone just got a USB. I'm there with the CDs and that. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got like record box. Everything's synced in. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't even need to press the sync button nowadays. What people do is you put your tracks into record box, and then record box analyzes the whole track, like all of your track collection, and then when you load it up to the deck, it's just pretty much on beat. All you need to do is put the tempo to the correct tempo, like to the tempo of the track that's already playing, and then it's on beat. Like, it's easy, man.
Yes, bare.
But I turned up with my CDs, yeah, and I'm thinking, I need to get with the times, you know what I'm saying? So then I moved on to doing, like, just using USBs, but, like, my USBs didn't have the record box in it, so I was still behind with the time. So it's only recently that I thought, I'm going to start using record box too. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it just makes your life a lot easier.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about easy. Yeah, you have to make everything easy anyway, man.
Yeah, because when you're in a rave, like, you got to be quick and... You know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to read the crowd, switch it up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, having things like record box on your USB, that allows you to be able to do that more, like, smooth.
Have you got your stick on you now?
Nah. I'll do it.
That's the... You must do. I thought DJs would take their stick everywhere, mate. It's acquiring. You see what I'm trying to say?
You're right, mate. You're right, bro.
Okay, yeah. It's just, if you didn't have it on you, I would have battered you a bit. You know what I mean? So obviously, so you have it on you all the time because you never know.
Do, yeah.
You never know. You might just get a call now, say, "Well, I'll come over quickly." Blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? Is that a backup stick?
Yeah, that is one of my backup sticks. I just got that the other day.
Oh, so
my main one, I think that's at home.
Oh, so you burn it on a couple of sticks in general all the time and just have a couple there, or it's. I don't really know how it works.
You know what? I don't even know why I've got this USB with me, but when you asked me, I thought, I think I actually do have one,
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, I've got quite a few USBs, yeah. But you only need one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you got all your tracks on one, you just plug it in one deck and then it will link up to the other deck, innit?
Yeah, that's mad. No, I want to know about that deck game because he looks it doesn't look easy, but it don't look easy, but it looks, I don't even know, man.
It's not as complicated.
I see a lot of people twisting and doing this because they're doing all this little turning thing.
That's all an act, man.
Oh, so is that part of the plan?
It's all an act. You don't need to do all that.
There's like this going low, twisting.
Sometimes like people like to do it with a bit of, bit of jazz, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so it's just. But what are they twisting? Was that sound, tempo, bass?
In it. So it's so it's bass, mids and highs, low mids and highs.
What, for like 2 hours though? I'm not fooled by that, man. I don't know about that, but obviously that's a part of what you bring in it to the. That's like, for example, see, like when I watch Jada, her energy's like.
Yeah, she's got.
So it's like that. That's what brings me to her, innit?
Yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say. But there's some people.
I'm all for that. Me, like, when I'm DJing, I'm busting a sweat. Me, I'm dripping after my set. You gotta give that energy, otherwise there's no point. You're there to perform, innit?
Yeah.
So if I'm getting booked in London, I'm coming all the way from Manchester to London. Like, people want me there.
Yeah,
I'm giving a performance, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, yeah, man. But all my days was this one time. House of Silk, yeah. It was in Scala. Oh, my days. I was in room 2. This was the first House of Silk that I was booked for, I think. I was in...
Was it upstairs, that room?
Nah, it was downstairs. It was like
where you come in. One. Oh, yeah. That room, as soon as you come in, on the left.
On the left there.
Yeah.
There was no fan in there. So obviously, because I've come from Manchester, like, people came to, like, wanted to see my set. So in that little section, just got bare ram. There was no fan.
Yeah, there's no fan in that bit, innit?
Absolutely roasting. I was dripping. Even my jeans, bro, stuck to me. I couldn't move on that. But yeah, I started complaining to S after that. To DJ S, like, you need to get a fan in there.
Yeah, they need to get a fan in there. Big Scala, no fan.
That's what I'm saying. But then afterwards, went into the main room, fans everywhere.
Yeah, but the main room's just bigger anyway, innit?
Yeah. But then obviously I complained to him. But the next time I was in room. Yeah. Anyway, I was in the main room the next time.
I ain't been Scala for time.
I've not been House of Silk for a while.
Yeah, I ain't been House. I saw didn't they announce the lineup the other day? Was that House of Silk?
I think they did announce a lineup.
I saw a lineup the other day.
I think S has been holding off a bit. Like, he didn't want to get too
excited.
And you know what? He was right as well, because obviously he was like, I don't want to start
doing stuff.
Yeah, like putting out lineups and stuff if we're not sure when everything's going to be open. And he was right.
Yeah, he's right. Because
all
your hosts got pushed back, innit? Well, then they pushed it back a month.
I don't know when the
Yeah,
new date is.
I'm sure I saw that.
When was that meant to be, that one?
I think it's like the 20 next week. I think
Next
next
week
at some point.
Oh,
I think.
yeah, like 29th or 30th.
Yeah, something like that. So I think that's been. But I think as soon as they're gonna release the thingy, the lockdown, everyone started just putting out flyers straight away, bang, bang. I thought, everyone, are you sure? Just flying out flyers. So now look, but I've seen a couple of festivals. I saw that one. What was it? One World Festival. But they've pushed that. They've linked up with Raven Apart now, though. From what I saw, I think they've done. They've come together now. Yeah, so they've.
I thought it was just the same thing. Me.
No,
obviously, I don't know much about that. That's down south, isn't it?
Oh yeah. A couple of them things. Yeah. So it's like, what festivals?
I seen the lineup though, and I was like, oh, why am I not on there? You get me? I just want to be on everything. Me.
Yeah, look, that's
what I mean.
Why not? Move to London, man.
Bro, I'd love to.
Move to London, man. Just pay them high rates, but everything will be expensive. But just come there, innit?
Congestion charges and all that.
Yeah, I live in congestion's mad, boy. Crazy that. If you miss a payment, it's £80 fine. 7 days a week now. 10. No, it's all mad.
Did it used to just be?
It used to be like 6 to 6. Yeah. Monday to Friday, and the weekend free. Now, bang. So 7 days a week, 10 to 10.
That's crazy. That. 10 to 10. I remember when they tried to say that they were going to do that in Manchester at one point. I think
they can't do it up here though, man.
Everyone just went against it.
I see them. You can rent that scooters though. I know we're going off topic. I see you can rent that little scooters. I see them little electric scooters outside and that.
I don't know if they're renting them out. I think people just get about.
No, they're the side road. Where I'm staying, they're just there.
What, in city centre?
Yeah, kind of in Salford.
But then again, I've not been around there for a while.
Oh, okay, you ain't been around that side for a while.
Since lockdown, I've not really been to city centre.
Oh, okay.
It's like a ghost town around there, really.
Okay. Well, yeah. Look, thanks for coming. Appreciated. Definitely a part 2. You gonna come London this time or no?
You know what? If you can hook it up for a time when I've got a booking, 100%.
Yeah. We try to do a special with a couple of DJs in one room. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
everybody else's.
That's a good idea.
Everybody else's like take on the scene. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. I think that'll be banter. I want to come back here though. Definitely, nice I think the studio is proper.
I feel like I've got special treatment.
Yeah, I feel special as well. Well, yeah, I mean, but look, thanks for coming.
Nah, bro, blessed for having me, bro.
Yeah, love, bro. Yeah,
it's been good, bro.